Hello everyone, we're back and today we're going to be reading a fantastic book called Sugar Hill Falls, a residential school story. So this book is first of all, amazing book. Like the first time I picked it up, oh my god, as soon as the first couple of pages are kind of different, but when they start the residential school story, it just grasps you in. You can't let go of it until you're finished the whole book. So we're going to be restarting this book today. And the two things that come in throughout this book is that one, it's a very sad story. Like we all know, residential schools, no one should be treated like that, right? Why should kids be treated like that? I hope it never happens again. And I don't think it is because the government is now way better. They already apologized for all of what they did. And there's even an orange shirt day, right? So, and then the second, you learn a lesson throughout the book. Like, you have to stay strong. When the moments where you're getting, punished for no reason, you should still feel that you're right? You should be strong inside so you don't get hurt by whatever's happening around you. So, basically, throughout, what happens, let me just give you a little heads up of the book. In the beginning, there's a boy called Daniel. His teacher gave the whole class an assignment for a First Nations group assignment. I'm not going to tell you guys the whole thing right now. But he has to find a residential school survivor. And he doesn't have one. And he's like, what am I going to do? And then he finds his friend April, whose grandma is this residential school survivor. And which he was like, oh my god, is there any way you can contact her for me? And so throughout that, they get her to the grandma. And she tells the story. In the story, it's her grandma's story, right? So she's really sensitive in the beginning, how she got hit when she was learning a new language. She didn't even know the language. She just was forced to look at a page and write it, or write a whole answer for it, right? So she didn't know, and whenever she used to fumble and do something wrong, the sister, the teacher, used to hit her with a ruler on her hand. And she always used to cry, but around the end of the book, she loses her friend because her friend gets fed up and she's leaving. And then she gets so strong and annoyed of them that she goes through it and nothing bad happens after that. So I've already told you a lot about the book, but we're going to continue throughout it and let's see how it goes. Present day, our local high school. What do you know about residential school system? How did it affect the First Nations people, and why does it affect them today? How does understanding the system change your view of First Nations people? Should it? Your assignment is to consider these questions. As you seek out a personal account from a residential school survivor. Great. You will tell their story. Seems like I just finished the essay on Helen Betty Osborne. How now this? Hey Daniel, what's up? Oh hey April. You look seriously bummed. Yeah, I guess I am. It's just this assignment I got. I have to interview a residential school survivor, but I don't know anyone. You're First Nations, maybe you can help. Well, my Kokum is a survivor. Maybe you could talk to her? Kokum? My grandma. Dan, my grandma Dan. So, are you serious? You'd ask her? Yeah, I'd do that for you. Wow, thanks April. I really appreciate that. No worries. Besides, I've always wondered about it too. Kokum's place of work. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Oh, hey Kokum. Hi. Oh, April. April explains the situation to her Kokum. Then, so what do you think? Of course I can, Noshim, my granddaughter. Okay, she'll do it, and I'll come with you. April, you're the best. A few days later, the friends travel to meet April's Kokum. Noshim! Kokum, it's so great to see you. April, you must tell me about this handsome young man. Your boyfriend? Me? No, we're not. I mean, ha 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 ha. Kokum, please. The story must be told in a round room with all the scared messes and with the within the star blanket of the four directions. I'm safe. Now remove your shoes and I'll be right with you. You know she was just teasing you, right? Yeah? Let's begin. I'm wearing a traditional outer and I'm always in bright colors because the bland clothing were made to wear at school. And I am also holding the eagle feather to honor the past and move forward with courage, honesty, and truth. Here is in the circle of life where we are cleansed. We can trust in this momentous time. I have never told my story before. I think it's best if you ask me a question first, Daniel. Okay, why did you have to go to residential school? To answer this, I must go far and back into my childhood. So now she's starting her story. I was very young, about the age, so she just heads up. This is her real mom, like her biological mom. So her biological mom leaves her. Then she actually, you guys, let's just see it on this page. Leave my house, child. I can't take care of you. What? What did I do? I have no daughter. I don't want one any longer. Mommy? What I didn't know then was that she was a survivor of the residential school. And it's unimaginably abuses. Mommy? No! Please let me stay! Instead, she took care of me in the only way she knew how. The same way she'd been taken care of. Oh, never mind. This is not her mom, but like she was also taken care of, right? So she got she got kicked out of the house. Now let's see the next one. Like that, I was outside in the bitter cold. I wandered for what seemed like forever. The freezing wind tore my skin. Finally, I found a lake. I found shelter beneath an overturned canoe. I don't remember how long I stayed there. I curled up into a ball and prayed for warmth. I'll never forget the cold, the muffled sound of the swirling winds, and how afraid I was. Then I heard a scratching, and I was sure that the bad spirits were coming to take me. Claws, they're clawing their way inside to where I was. Oh my God! Don't be scared. You're safe now. So now a man found her. He's going to take her to the family. Ify, look at what I found. A child. A girl under the canoe by the lake. She was left to die. We'll keep her here with us. You will be alone no longer, little girl. Soon, that horrid time was distant a memory. I had a new family. I was treated as their child. For the first time, I felt love. I was home. But a few short years later, at the age of 8, everything changed again. Daddy, what's wrong? I'm sorry, Nenia Sikwis. I have to tell you a vision I have had. A vision, that word means little daughter. Yes, a vision of the darkness that comes in your future. From what? Oh, little daughter, right now the darkness is mine. I'm sorry for telling you this. Don't cry, Daddy. I know you'll protect me. Somehow, yes. You're strong, you know. Yep, I'll be strong as you one day. I'm taking you to a very special place we often pass through. It will keep you sheltered as a blanket against the cold. Do you remember this place, little girl? Daughter? Yes, it's the Norway House. We call this place Sugar Falls because of how the water crashes over the rocks. Just like powdered sugar. That's right, little daughter. Now, do you see the rushing water? Yes. How it rushes past, bubbling and rolling on its journey? Now, pay close attention. It's still. What? How'd you do that? I did nothing. It was just an offering of a scattered medicine that calmed the water. Now listen with your 3 ears. This was something my father always told me when he wanted me to listen carefully. Put one hand on your heart and put the other hand on mine. Together, our hearts beat like the beat of the drum, all in rhythm. I hear it! And I did hear the sound of distant drums from the underneath the sugar falls. Relationships. That's where we find a strength as people. The beat of the drum represents the strength in our relationships between our ancestors, our traditions with Mother Earth, and with each other. Knowing this will keep you strong. Always remember these teachings by the thinking of our time here at Sugar Falls. He told me to hold on to these relationships as tight as I could. When he said that the darkness came, I was to use them as a light. His vision, was it of the school? I didn't know what he meant at that time. I learned soon enough, however. Come inside. The time I told you of has arrived. Okay, here. Now, from here on, the story goes into very good suspense. So she's been taking, we're going to be doing this in the next video, but let me just give you a little spoiler alert. What happens is that a guy comes to take her to the residential school, and so she doesn't want to go, right? Of course, she doesn't want to leave her family that she just found. So she's going to be taken to the residential school. She actually hits the guy who's taking her, which is also a really good thing, because she doesn't want to go. Of course, who would want to leave their family, right? Then she goes there, and like all the stories of Orange Shirt Day, she gets scrubbed, and then her hair gets cut. And yeah, then she gets taken to her dorm, and she finds her friend, which I will tell you guys in the next video. Okay, that was a very good first little bit of the book. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in our next video. See you guys later. Bye!